Hey there, Advise and Shine family. It's great to be here with you again, and I'm so grateful that I have the chance to make these every week. It really makes my day, and I hope these videos can make your day and help you move forward every day a little bit at a time. And we're going to kind of go down that train of thought today. We're going to talk about overcoming fears. Now, you may be thinking, there's simple fears such as, you know, a fear of heights, a fear of not fitting in. But then there's more deeply rooted fears in our lives. Our fears of not being good enough, of not succeeding. We always feel like a failure. And those fears become so deeply rooted that they become our lives. And in this brief time that I have with you today, I hope I can discuss with you my thoughts and feelings of what I've done to overcome some of my fears, and as well what it means to overcome, because I feel there's some preconceived notions. So, first off, I found this quote I love from Nelson Mandela, and it says, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Now, for me, I've had many fears in my life. The biggest one probably has been the fear of fitting in. And I'm still working on it. And just like Nelson Mandela said, those fears don't really go away even if we triumph over them. They just no longer have a place in our heart nor in our soul to control who we are. And as we take the time necessary to take it step by step, not try and figure out all at once, because let's be honest, we all have busy lives. We can't just focus on facing our fears. We have stuff that we're okay doing that we need to get done. But as we set time aside to face those fears, even if it's as simple as creating a list of actions you can take, that's a great first step. But then there is another step we need to take, and that is the action. So if you are afraid of heights, you can maybe go on a hike where there's some cliffs, some edges, and be with people who you feel comfortable around with. That's a great way to conquer a fear. That's a fear I'm still overcoming. I'm not a fan of heights. It makes my stomach queasy, but I know that as I continue to try and overcome that fear, if it needs to happen, I will be able to triumph over it. And that's the thing. As we take it a day at a time, we can find small success in life. And small successes, those are what lead to big victories. If you think of any battles of World War II, World War I, any war, yeah, there's the big battles that we all know about. But there's some smaller battles that real historians, they like to focus on because they were strategic points that caused turning of the sides in those wars, when they had the opportunity to change even the smallest part of the front lines. They were able to overcome their enemy and conquer. And so that's my challenge for you guys this week, is find a way to overcome one of your fears. Once again, make that list and just focus on one action. For me this week, I'm going to start exercising more. Seems kind of funny to be afraid of exercise, but it's one thing that I've really struggled with. And so I look forward to implementing more exercise into my daily, if not weekly life, and finding time to fit it in, choosing to fit it in. That's a big thing. We need to find time and choose to implement those actions. It's our choice to overcome those fears. And once again, if it takes time, that's great. You'll just learn a whole bunch along that process. And if it takes a short time, you will also learn a whole bunch. But once again, when we implement those changes into our lives, we can conquer those fears. And conquering those fears will set us free. I believe that's a quote from Aristotle, or one of the great philosophers from ancient times. When we conquer our fears, we are finally set free because we no longer have those things holding us back. And overcoming it isn't a problem. we know once we defeat one fear that the other ones can be a cakewalk, and then there still might be some that are a little harder. But as we press forward and work together with each other, we can overcome those fears. So continue to shine for others. As you show forth an example of facing your fears, you can help others overcome them. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Have a great day.